Well, good morning and happy Mother's Day. We're happy to welcome you to worship at Norval United Church. We hope that wherever you are well and safe, and that you've washed your hands at least a couple of times already today. My name is Paul Ivany. I'm the lead minister here at Norval United Church. Today we'll be joined by Jen Auger, who is our youth and young families minister. She's up in Grand Valley. We've also got Jenny Morrison controlling the service. She's our office administrator, and she's controlling the service out of her home in Brampton. Then there's Heather Fraser in Milton, and Elaine Van Dorn and Phil Brennan, who are here in Georgetown participating in the service today as well. We're going to do some announcements now, and this is the opportunity before our celebration candle time for you to type in those celebrations if you've got birthdays or anniversaries or other celebrations. And anybody from across the country, if you're watching on Facebook Live or YouTube, and those who are calling in on the 800 number, now is the time to get those celebrations typed in as I just highlight a few announcements in the life of the church. Life continues to go on in different ways. We heard that the Distress Center, the North Halton Distress Center, which is housed here at Norval United Church, they continue their ministry and their work, vital in these difficult times. They're having a bottle drive all through the month of May. And so if you're able to help them out with some bottles locally, they would be happy to receive them. Suggest you go to our Facebook page and check for Norval Online. Just scroll down the page a little bit, and you'll see in Norval Online the announcements about how to get the bottles to the Distress Center. In that edition of Norval Online, you'll also see that Fred, Paul, and Kathy Weeks we're going to go on an Alzheimer's walk this year to raise money for Alzheimer's research and programs and services. The walk has been canceled, but they're still doing a virtual walk. Kathy and Fred put in a Norval United team, and if you're able to help out with a donation, it's listed there again in Norval Online on our Facebook page. Our outreach committee, we want to report to folks, made some donations this past week. They gave $500 to the Mission and Service Fund of the United Church of Canada to their COVID-19 support work in the Global South, countries that are in desperate need of support. And they also gave $500 to Links to Care. That's a local agency working with folks in our community who need support at this time of pandemic. And so we're glad to be able to offer that kind of support internationally and locally as well. And then there was some sad news that I know many Norval folks have heard, and there may be folks in other parts of the country who knew Reverend Alan Craig. Alan was 93 years of age, retired minister. He visited a number of United churches in the area. He passed away this week, had a fall last Sunday and passed away on Tuesday. Celebration of his life will happen a little bit later, but we're remembering Grace in our prayers and the whole family. A real wonderful fellow was Alan. And so let's go to our celebration candle time and see those things that we have to celebrate this day. Give me a second here. So Samir Hajar from Syria, living in Canada. Good morning and happy Mother's Day for all the mothers. Indeed, we are celebrating mothers this day. Trudy, it's Sydney's 16th birthday today. Happy birthday, Sydney. Too bad you're not here in church so we can celebrate, but happy birthday to you, and we'll look forward to seeing you again soon. Erwin on the 800 number, thanking God for the amazing health care workers while continuing to pray for them. Yes, continuing to be thankful for all the healthcare workers who help us in many ways. Bill Schoenhart, his son's birthday on Friday, 51 years, party today with a safe distance. And so we're happy to celebrate Bill and Mary's son's birthday. Ashleen is turning 17 on Tuesday, and Ginny's dad turned 71 on Wednesday. I remember baptizing little Ashleen. She's not so little anymore, so happy birthday to Ashleen. Ed's mom is turning 86, turned 86 this past Wednesday, so happy birthday to your mom, Ed. Elizabeth, who is our contact with G-Force 2, is celebrating the generosity of Norval members and others in giving to our Syrian family. You may have heard a few weeks ago, we had to cancel some fundraisers to raise money for our Syrian families. And so we've asked people directly if they're able to give, and many have responded. And we're definitely thankful for the support of our Syrian family. Julie Plata, celebrating that Mom Lenore is home from the hospitals. I assume that means, yeah, she's back at Mount View Residence, which is wonderful. It's been quite a journey for Lenore, and we're glad that she's back safe and sound in her home. Tom Auger, Yes, I heard that Tom and Jen Auger, their brother and sister, their parents, Andre and Marion, are celebrating their 50th wedding anniversary this week. Happy anniversary to you. I know the family wishes they could be together with you and throw a huge party. You'll have to deal with a virtual party, I guess, but happy 50th wedding anniversary to you. And thanks for giving Jen to us. We love her here. Another one from Judy. Her mother-in-law, Frances, is turning 80. Wonderful. Happy birthday to Frances. Mother-in-law, sorry. Carla lets us know that Julia and Russ are celebrating their 32nd wedding anniversary on May 14th. Happy wedding anniversary to you, Russ and Julia. Mackenzie Matthews, recovering in hospital from a fractured back. Yeah, many local folks have heard that story. Just a terrible situation where I think a tree fell on Mackenzie and she went into hospital. Her sister had problems with her arm and her mother got pneumonia. It was a difficult, awful week in the Matthews family, but they're all recovering and we're thankful for that. That's for sure. Thanks, Tracy. Pete Fraser saying that his grandmother Donna had her 20th birthday this Thursday. 4 times 20. You do the math. Thanks for that, Pete. Jeannie, sister-in-law's birthday was last Thursday. Happy birthday to Jeannie's sister-in-law. Have we got any others? Or maybe that's it. Kathy, it's Abby, and it's Abigail. A special thank you to her fantastic mom for always being there for me. Way to go, Abigail. Thanks for celebrating your mom. I hope you did something special for her today. I'm sure you did. You've been baking up a storm, I see. Callie will be 6 on Wednesday. Oh my goodness. And her great-grandma turned 03. Is that 103? Or 83? Or 73? Or 3? Okay. Happy birthday to Callie and her great-grandma. Oh, Myrna, thank you. Myrna, thank you very much. Tomorrow is my birthday indeed. So thank you very much for mentioning that, Myrna. I appreciate that very kindly. Okay, those are our celebrations. Let's light our celebration candle now. Oops. The candle is lit. We call it our celebration candle, our Christ candle. We realize that God is with us always, wherever we go. And we're thankful for all the flowers on our communion table from Arnold's greenhouses. I don't know how Jan does it. I mean, they're busy running a greenhouse doing curbside delivery, but she was able to come in and set up a lot of flowers here for Mother's Day worship, and we're thankful for that. In a moment, we're going to be singing our centering chorus. As we gather, may your spirit work within us. And following the chorus, Jen, up in Grand Valley, is going to interview Alan Ford here at the church. Alan has been the keyboard player at Norval United for more than 30 years. He is an amazing talent. We are truly blessed by his life and his ministry. And so after the centering chorus, we'll hear a little bit between Jen and Alan. But now let's join in that centering chorus. As we gather, may your spirit work within us.
As we gather, may your spirit work within us. As we gather, may we glorify your name. Knowing well that as our hearts begin to worship, we'll be blessed because
Good morning, Alan. How are you?
I'm good, good. How you doing, Jen?
Not too bad. It's nice to see you.
I know I'm camera shy. I hate cameras, so I just stay in the background, but today I have no
Well,
choice.
you shine through your sound instead. How have you been doing?
Pardon?
How have you been doing?
I'm doing good. It's a different time, as we all know. Keeping busy at work, online. It's a different experience for me.
Yeah,
Um, you see a lot of your friends now on, other chat lines, phones, Zoom,
yeah,
So I'm spending more time on the computer than I've ever
yeah,
had before. And sometimes
yeah,
you kind of get a little tired of that, just want to take a
yeah,
break from the computer screen.
yeah.
But yeah, I'm surviving, doing the
Good.
best I can. And
And Alan, you're a teacher in your other day-to-day life, right?
yes, yes, I'm a
So
middle school
how are you
teacher.
doing connecting with your kids?
Well, like I said, we're doing online learning. It's a lot different.
Yeah,
It's hard to know if every kid is connecting online. A lot of them are. But yeah, I love that face-to-face communication with the kids that I don't have anymore. And,
yeah,
everything's online and you get the workouts and you're hoping that they get it. A lot of them do. And then they send it back to me, but it's more of a mechanical, emotionless type of
yeah,
interaction.
yeah,
You just kind of yeah, do the job and then hopefully they respond to you. But
yeah.
yeah, it's really different. I've never been through this before in my life, so
No, right? It's new for all of us, but obviously missing that relationship with your students is really hard. Yeah.
yeah, for sure. And
Yeah.
it looks like I'm not sure what's going to happen in June, but I don't think we'll be going back in June. It looks like,
Hmm.
and if we don't
Hmm.
go back in June, then yeah, I really would have missed that time with the kids. So
Yeah.
it's been a
Yeah.
tough year. We had labor problems before that,
Yeah.
and then we had the COVID-19 lockdown. So it's been a really tough year.
Yeah. Well, a shout out to all of Mr. Alan Ford students then out there, right?
Yeah, okay, no
Yeah.
problem. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, Jen, thanks for that. I realize that for a lot of Norval folks, you don't hear from Alan hardly at all. So some of you may have been hearing his voice for the first time because he's always so committed to being at the piano, and we are so blessed by his talents, his gifts, and his skills. It's a special to have Alan as part of this community for over 30 years. And now, on this Mother's Day, I'm going to invite Elaine and Phil to lead us in our call to worship. There they are. The words are going to come up on the screen. You'll be able to respond either with Elaine leading or with Phil responding. But Elaine and Phil, please, for our call to worship.
We gather together to worship our loving, nurturing God,
who, like a mother, knows us intimately,
loves us unconditionally,
teaches us the way we should go,
and comforts us in times of need.
Thanks be to God, the source and sustainer of life.
Thank you for that, Elaine and Phil. We're going to join in singing together now. Favorite song of us here at Norval United Church from More Voices, 178, Who is My Mother? Let's join together in singing this song now.
Who is my mother? Who is my mother? All those together
So we thank our Sunday choir who sings the backup to all our hymns for that one. That's a great song. We love it very much here at Norval United Church. Okay, folks, it's Mother's Day, and now is the time to go and get your Kleenex, have the box nearby. This might be, we find we do some great videos. Jenny does an awesome job. And now, if you recall, we asked folks to send in pictures of their mothers on Mother's Day. And we heard from people across the country. And so we're going to show you this video now, a tribute to moms on Mother's Day. This is J.J. Heller singing A Mother Like You. You'll see mothers from all across Canada, but let's celebrate moms just now by watching this video.
You gave me a drawer in your kitchen. You gave me the room with a view of the yard. Whatever the hurt, you knew right where to kiss it. You gave me the best of your heart. And you carried my rocks in your pocket. Flowers and feathers and butterfly wings. You had an answer for all of my questions. You showed me wonderful things. I know that it hasn't been easy. I hope that I love like you do, 'cause I know that this world would be better if everyone had a mother like you. You make the best macaroni. We never cared that it came from a box. The mom in the stands always clapping her hands, started cheering and still haven't stopped. And you held me when I came home crying, 'cause someone said something that just wasn't true. I always said that Janelle was my best friend, but really, it's always been you. I know that I haven't been easy. I hope that I love like you do, 'cause I know that this world would be better if everyone had a mother like you. Mother like you. Our second was born in September. I still can't believe I have kids of my own. I look in their eyes and I can't help but wonder, who will they be when they're grown? I know it won't always be easy. I hope I can love like you do, 'cause I know that my kids will be better if they have a mother like you. If I am a mother like you, 'cause I had a mother like you.
Well, thank you for that. Jenny, I'm going to suggest, I know the video was skipping a little bit. And we had another video later in the service. Can we play that one again, maybe later in the service? You know where I'm talking about, just so that we can see that one again, and maybe we'll get over the skipping. Someone had texted me that they thought I was stuttering a bit. I don't know if that's a jerkiness in the video as well, or the signal, but we'll do that again. I know you would have seen a lot of mothers in there, some of them that you knew and many that you probably didn't know. We celebrate all mothers this day, and we thank everyone for contributing, and we thank Jenny for putting that video together, and we'll try and bring it back a little later in the service to see if we can see it again. And if it doesn't work, we'll put it up on our YouTube channel, and you can go and watch it anytime. But now we're going to go to the best mom in Grand Valley, Jen Auger, for our children's time. So Jen.
I don't know about that. I know some pretty great moms who are up here, but I count myself lucky to be part of them. Good morning, everybody. It's so nice to be here with you, my friends. This is the time when I love to see your emojis. So come and share how your week has been through your emojis. I will turn on the comments here so I can see. And while I do that, I'm going to light my candle to remember that you guys are here with me in this time. And last week, I really enjoyed sharing some good news with you while I was waiting for your responses. So this week, I want to share a little bit of good news again. We saw that it was Sydney Watson-Lund's 16th birthday today. So happy birthday to Sydney. Sydney's been doing something really cool for her birthday. Instead of gifts, she has been asking people to make donations to the United Way. And so she's got a great GoFundMe program going on and is raising money to help people and support people through COVID-19 times. So thank you, Sydney, for your generosity and your selflessness. And it's so great to celebrate your birthday in that way. So it's nice to see all of you here. Oh, there we go. We've got some emojis coming. Hello to Molly and Lucy and Jonathan and Matthew. It's nice that you guys can join us this morning. So it's Mothering Sunday, but it's also Christian Family Sunday. And it is really a time for us to celebrate and to honor where we find our strength, where we find our support, where we can be ourselves, whether that is a family that you are born into or a family that you create for yourself. And those of you who know me know that I love sharing stories and books. So this morning I have a special book called A Family is a Family is a Family. And I've sent the pictures to Jenny so that she can put them up on the screen and you can see them better. So I want to share this story with you this morning.
A Family is a Family is a Family by Sarah O'Leary. We were talking about families at school. The teacher asked us what we thought made our family special. I went last because I wasn't sure what to say. My family is not like everybody else's. My mom and dad have been best friends since first grade. They really like each other. It's kind of gross. There are lots of kids in our family. Mom and Dad just keep coming home with more. Both my moms are terrible singers, and they both like to sing really loud. I have more grandparents than anybody else I know. We have a new baby in our house. I think Mom ordered him online. We all look alike in my family. We just kind of go together. One week Mom gets me, the next week Dad does. Fair is fair. Some people say I look like my dad, and some people say I look like my mom, but I think I look like myself. My mom says that before I was born, I grew in her heart. Because I live with my grandmother, people sometimes think she's my mother. She's not. She's my everything. Some of the kids were dads when he met Mom. Some were mums when she met Dad, and now we all belong to each other. One of my dads is tall and one is short. They both give great hugs. I listened to everybody else, and then I remembered the time someone saw us all together at the park. She asked my foster mother to point out her real children. "Oh, I don't have any imaginary children," Mum said. "All of my children are real." A family is a family is a family.
Whatever your family looks like, whoever your mom is, whether that is a mom by birth, a mom who raises you, a friend, a neighbor who is a mom to you, we celebrate and honor that God is in all of those relationships, and those are the places for us to find strength, to find ourselves. So we go into this week, into this Mothering Sunday, and I invite you to take a moment to bless someone near you, whether they are in the room with you or they are far from you at this moment, but you can imagine them in your mind. And I'll invite you to bless them with these words. May you be blessed with strength to share, with peace to give away, and with love to lift you up. Amen.
Thanks for that story, Jen. Great story. Love to hear that one. We're going to invite everyone to join in a Mother's Day responsive prayer. Heather, Elaine, and Phil are going to guide us through this prayer, and there will be a response for everyone who's out there to participate. When you hear the reader say, "Mother and Father of us all," your response is, "Thank you for your love." So again, when the reader says their prayer and they come to the line, "Mother and Father of us all," your response is, "Thank you for your love." So Heather, Elaine, and Phil, please lead us in our prayer.
On this day, loving God, we think of you as one who cares for all people, big and tall, short and small, those born into the family and those adopted, those who wander off and those who stay close to home. Mother and Father of us all, thank you for your love.
We think of mothers, those who gave us birth, those who have raised us and care for us still. For mother-hearted women who make us feel special, for aunties and grandmas and neighbors and friends, and all of the women who touch our lives. Mother and Father of us all, thank you for your love.
We think too of those who are sorrowing today, those who are missing their mothers or their children, those who mourn their dead, those who worry and who wonder, those who dream dreams that never come true. Mother and Father of us all, thank you for your love.
On this day, God, we think of families. You remind us that families come in all shapes and sizes, couples with no children, foster families and adoptive families, extended families and birth families, families with two moms, families with two dads, single people, and groups of people who call themselves family, all sharing their lives together. Mother and Father of us all, thank you for your love.
We thank you for all of the groups of people to which we belong. Families at home and far away, families at school and work and church. We think of those who are separated from their families by distances of many types and sizes, all of us separated by COVID-19 lockdowns. Help all people to feel a part of your family. Mother and Father of us all, thank you for your love.
On this day, loving God, we think of our homes and all of those places where your people live, houses and shelters, cabins and apartments, mobile homes and tents, beaches and alleys, hospitals and prisons. We think, too, of those who are without a place that they can call home, and all those who are confined to their homes. Move us to deeds of love that can make any place a home. Mother and Father of us all, thank you for your love.
Through your loving child, Jesus, you teach us that we are all sisters and brothers of one human family, at home on this one fragile planet. Help us to love one another, to honor our elders and our children, and in so doing, to honor you, our God, who tends and cares for us. Mother and Father of us all, thank you for your love. Amen.
And thank you, Heather, Elaine, and Phil, for guiding us through our prayer. This is the point in the service where we typically receive our morning offering. Obviously, we can't do that. But again, we want to give people the information about how they can give to the church if they wish to. Again, we know these are difficult times for many people, and many people are struggling. We're doing what we can to reach out to help people in different ways, and we're looking at different kinds of ways we can support them in different ways. But we're still receiving offerings if you're able to, and so you see there on the screen that if you'd like to support the work of the church, you can send an e-transfer. You go to your bank, your webpage in your bank, and send the e-transfer to payment@norvalunited.ca. We suggest the security code GIFT 2020. The site is, the email is monitored regularly, and it is secure. And so someone will be able to receive your e-transfer. We suggest that if you've got a church envelope, you put the envelope name there as well in the message section if you can. And there's a chance to leave perhaps your address if you can too. Or other folks are donating through Canada Helps. That's our online website. You go to canadahelps.ca and you search for Norval United Church, and they allow you to give through your credit card or debit card, whatever is easiest for you. And then some folks are sending checks to the church address, 14015 Danby Road in Georgetown, postal code L7G0L8. Jenny will be putting the information into the comments section there so that if you do need information, you didn't get it right now, you can go back and find it there. But we do appreciate the support of so many folks. It really has been humbling and touching to get the messages and feel the support of folks in different places who are reaching out to help us be able to continue our work here at the church and continue to reach out to others. So we thank you for your donations. And again, if you can't, don't worry. We're glad that you're part of our community in this way. I'm going to invite Heather back now. She's going to offer our scripture reading, a wonderful psalm, one of the most well-known psalms. We'll invite Heather to come now to offer our reading, and she'll let you know what psalm she's reading.
Today's reading is Psalm 46. God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Therefore we will not fear, though the earth should change, though the mountains shake in the heart of the sea, though its waters roar and foam, though the mountains tremble with its tumult. Selah. There is a river whose streams make glad the city of God, the holy habitation of the Most High. God is in the midst of the city. It shall not be moved. God will help it when the morning dawns. The nations are in an uproar, the kingdoms totter. He utters his voice. The earth melts. The Lord of hosts is with us. The God of Jacob is our refuge. Selah. Come, behold the works of the Lord. See what desolations he has brought on the earth. He makes wars cease to the end of the earth. He breaks the bow and shatters the spear. He burns the shields with fire. Be still and know that I am God. I am exalted among the nations. I am exalted in the earth. The Lord of hosts is with us. The God of Jacob is our refuge. Selah.
Before I share a few thoughts, I just want to take a couple moments to talk about these online services. We here at Norval United have been amazed at the response to our online live stream of worship on Facebook Live, on YouTube, and on the 800 number. We're finding that on average, we're getting more than 600 views a week of our services. And we think that if there's a couple people, 2, 3 in some homes, that there's a huge number of people who are watching, more than we could ever reach in this beautiful sanctuary where we are, where I am with Alan today. We're reaching to folks who were members of Norval United Church who've moved away. I know there's a number of folks through the Daily Minute, that e-devotional that I send out every day, a number of Daily Minute readers are tuning in. We're getting folks who have a regular church, but that church isn't doing live stream worship, so they're tuning in. We're getting people who've just stumbled on us as they were going through the internet, scanning through pages. And we realize we're getting some people who might be a little bit daunted by the task of going into a church for the first time and walking in. And so they're dipping their toe through our online worship. We know that many folks will go back to their home church when all this is over. And that is good, and we encourage that. We want you to go back to your home church and support them. But we want folks to know that we're going to continue this live stream worship in some way after this COVID-19 pandemic is over. We've got a tech team that's looking at all the information about how we do that. We've been fortunate in that in this new church, we've wired it for video worship and on-stream worship. But the team is just looking at the hardware, the cameras, the software, the equipment, all that we might need, and they're looking at putting a budget together and considering how we move forward. So we've had many people ask us. We just want to let you know that our goal, our hope, and our prayer is to be able to continue this live stream worship in some way. So you can even go to your own church on a Sunday and tune in to us. It's saved on YouTube. It's saved on our Facebook page, but it will continue. So as they say, stay tuned for that. So it's Mother's Day. A couple of stories. One day, a little girl was sitting in the kitchen and watching her mother do the dishes at the kitchen sink. And she noticed that her mother had a few strands of white hair mixed in with her dark brown hair. And she looked at her mother and inquisitively asked, "Mommy, why are some of your hairs white?" And her mother replied, "Well, every time you do something wrong or make me cry or unhappy, one of my hairs turns white." And the little girl thought about this revelation for a little while and then asked, "Well, Mommy, how come all of Grandma's hairs are white?" There's another story, another Mother's Day story. This is one of my favorites. People at Norval will know this one. It's the story of the little boy who was up in the Sunday school play, and he was holding his sign, and he forgot his lines. He couldn't remember what he was supposed to say. And so his mother was there in the front row, and she was trying to mouth the words and sign the words and communicate to him what his line was supposed to be. She gestured and formed the words silently with her lips, but it didn't help. He just couldn't remember. And finally, she leaned forward and whispered the clue, "I am the light of the world." And the little fella beamed and stood up tall and with great feeling in a loud, clear voice said, "My mother is the light of the world." It's Mother's Day. I hope you're taking time to think about your mother. I know that some folks did not have the best relationship with their mother. That's a fact. It's a reality. I know that others, though, have had a really wonderful relationship with their mother. And even those who didn't have such a good relationship with their mother, I bet that there are women in your life, grandmothers or aunties or other female figures who were like a mother to you. We celebrate moms and those who are like moms to us all through the years. And if your mom is still alive, that is a blessing for you. And if she's not here physically, but is alive in your memory, then that is a blessing for you as well. It just hit me yesterday that this is the first Mother's Day that my mom isn't physically here on this earth. She passed away last October at 94 years of age. And I also had an aunt who was a very strong, important female presence in my life. She died in December at 99 years of age. I think about them quite regularly, but I also think it's very good to have a day like today, to be more intentional about remembering them. Who are you remembering on Mother's Day? It is awful that most of us can't be with our mothers today, either through death or distance or this frustrating virus. Wouldn't it be great to just go see your mom and take her out to the Mandarin or Swiss Chalet or have a barbecue in the backyard with your mom there with you, or even have your mom cook up one of those amazing Sunday roast beef dinners? Wouldn't that be awesome? Our moms are a gift from God, and we hold on to our memories. And I hope you've got some good memories, because those good memories are a gift from God as well. And I know you don't need me to tell you, but I'm going to tell you anyways. Make sure you connect with your mom today. Call her or email her if you can. Tell her that you love her. Let her know. Even if the relationship is kind of hard, just tell her that you love her anyways. You'll make her feel good, and you might feel good doing it. And if you can't call her today, maybe say a prayer for her. Picture her in your mind, or that woman that was just like a mother to you. Picture her in your mind. One of those special memories. And thank God for her, for those special women. Our reading today was Psalm 46. It's a very familiar psalm to many people. And really, it's a very good psalm for today, the day we remember and celebrate moms and those who are like moms to us. Think about mom when you hear that psalm. Let me offer a few of the phrases from the psalm, and let's think about mom. God is our refuge and strength, an ever-present help in trouble. God's like your mother, someone you can talk to when you've got tough decisions to make, someone when you're not sure which way to go that you can lean on, a refuge and strength, always there in time of trouble. Therefore, we will not fear, though the earth give way and the mountains fall into the heart of the sea. We won't be frightened by the boogeyman or the dark or the monster in the closet or what people say about us or how things are getting us down. We've got a mom with us. In mother, there is no fear. In the psalm, there is a river whose streams make glad the city of God. Perhaps thinking of mom, streams of tears or streams of prayers or streams of hope coming from your mom. God is within her and she will not fail. God will help her at break of day. She is not alone. Though she sometimes feels that way, she's not, and neither are we. She's always supportive, always present, always hoping and praying and believing in the best in you. Nations are in uproar, kingdoms fall. The world around us may be in turmoil, but mom hangs on. She's faithful. She does the best she can, and she will defend her family to the very end. Come and see the works of the Lord. He makes war cease to the ends of the earth. Yes, she's always there, always stepping in the fights, in the battles, in the wars, in the family, trying to keep the peace, trying to make everyone else feel good, making sure everyone else has something to eat before she eats, doing the best she can. Be still and know that I am God. Stop for a moment and remember your mom. Stop for a moment and be thankful for your mom. Because the truth is, something of her is in you, in your behavior, in your attitude, in your mannerisms. She's in you. Stop and remember. God is our mother. Some people bristle at that idea that God is our mother. But you go back through the ages and you'll find all kinds of people like Julian of Norwich and Hildegard of Bingen and Anselm of Canterbury and so many more who use that rich, rich imagery of God, our mother. We would do well to pause, to reflect, to remember God, our mother. There's so many verses. I just want to offer one. Isaiah 66:13. It's what I used in the Daily Minute today, where Isaiah the prophet has God say, "As a mother comforts her child, so will I comfort you." God comforts us like a mother. In this mixed up world of ours, we sure could use some of that comfort from God, our mother, from Mother God. Excuse me. We heard that beautiful verse read by Heather, a favorite of many. It was in our reading today. Be still and know that I am God. Be still. Heather Fraser read Psalm 46 today. I've known Heather and her family for over 20 years. I know her and she knows me. And Heather knows that over the years, whenever Psalm 46 was read, I always wanted to use a version that had the words Selah in it. Did you notice that when Heather read that passage, she kept saying Selah? In newer translations of the Bible, it's just a footnote down at the bottom. But I remember as a kid when I was growing up and we used to do a responsive reading from the King James Version, we'd have to say that word Selah, but no one knew what it meant. And really, we still don't know what it means. We don't even know how to pronounce it. Scholars say it might be Selah, it might be Selah, it might be Salah. Some people think it's a musical term used to help in the singing of the Psalms. The Psalms were songs meant to be sung, and the thought was that maybe that Selah might be a musical term to help to tell the band and singers to pause for a moment. I found another explanation that suggests that Selah might be connected to another Hebrew word for measuring or weighing. And the thought is that when they put that word Selah in, they were wanting you to take note of the sentence before, to really measure it, to weigh it. It's important to take it in. Selah might mean pause and think about that. God is our refuge and strength. Selah. Pause and think about that. The Lord Almighty is with us. Selah. Pause and think about that. God is with us. Be still and know that I am God. Selah. Pause and think about that. God is our mother. Selah. Pause and think about that. This COVID-19 pandemic has turned this world of ours upside down. It has inflicted incredible pain and sadness in the world. But there are a few unexpected blessings. I know you felt them. Here are a few. A lot of us are baking bread for the first time in a long time. A lot of us are baking a lot of bread. Families and friends are connecting on Zoom or other platforms like they've never connected before. I'm beginning to grow my mullet again, which maybe not be a blessing for some. By being forced into this online worship, we've been able to connect with hundreds of people that we normally wouldn't have been able to have connected with. And through this whole COVID-19 thing, we've all been given the opportunity to pause, to reflect, to remember, to breathe. It's a time of Selah, a time to pause and think. We won't be in this lockdown forever. Things are starting to open up now in different parts of the country. The world will be a very different place after this time, but I hope we'll still find the time for Selah, time to pause and think. Mothers, and those who are like mothers to us, Selah. The blessings of this day, Selah. God, our mother, Selah. Selah. Amen. We're going to give you an opportunity now as we move into our prayer time to type in your prayer requests. And then after we watch the video, we'll come back to go through those prayer requests and we will offer prayers for them all. We were going to watch a video of A Mighty Fortress Is Our God by Martin Luther. I linked to that in one of the daily minutes. We'll put it up on the Facebook page and YouTube and all that. But we're going to see, I think Jenny's going to try and show that video that we showed about moms, hoping that it might flow a little smoother and we'll be able to see them all. So get ready to type in your prayers of thanksgiving and concern, any prayers that you might have as we watch this video and hopefully think about our moms.
You gave me a drawer in your kitchen. You gave me the room with a view of the yard. Whatever the hurt, you knew right where to kiss it. You gave me the best of your heart. And you carried my rocks in your pocket. Flowers and feathers and butterfly wings. You had an answer for all of my questions. You showed me wonderful things. I know that it hasn't been easy. I hope that I love like you do, 'cause I know that this world would be better if everyone had a mother like you. You make the best macaroni. We never cared that it came from a box. The mom in the stands always clapping her hands, started cheering and still haven't stopped. And you held me when I came home crying, 'cause someone said something that just wasn't true. I always said that Janelle was my best friend. second was born in September. I still can't believe I have kids of my own. I look in their eyes and I can't help but wonder, who will they be when they're grown? I know it won't always be easy. I hope I can love like you do, 'cause I know that my kids will be better if they have a mother like you. If I am a mother like you, 'cause I had a mother like you.
Well, that was a bit better. Thank you for that, Jenny. Now we're going to pause for some prayers. And Jenny will be able to put up some of those prayer requests. And we know we can't get to them all, but we do go through them through the week to see what we're praying for. So from Liz, praying for Ruth Wright. She always tunes in on the 800 number, but not listening today, as she's not been feeling well this week. So our thoughts and prayers do go out to Ruth. Thanks for that, Liz. Julie Mount Stephen, yeah, praying for another 32 years or more with your hubby. 32 gone, 32 more to go. That sounds good. 64 years, that'd be all right, Julia. Pat, Christine and I remembering your moms today. Thanks for that, Christine and Pat, remembering Christine as well in our prayers. Kathy offering prayers for all who are missing their moms today and all the moms who lost kids. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for that, Kathy. Jennifer Cooling from the 800 number, praying for her sister Beverly again, her first Mother's Day without her daughter who's passed away. Yes, Jennifer, we thank you for tuning in on the 800 number, and we hope that your sister's daughter, sister will be okay with her daughter. She remembers this first Mother's Day. Thanks for that, Jennifer. Yeah, Liz praying for her cousin whose husband died suddenly, a sudden heart attack this week, praying for David Kidney, for Gloria Kidney, and for David who's gone. Cheryl praying that her daughter stays safe as a nurse in the front lines at Credit Valley, mother of your grandsons. Yes, we're thankful for your daughter and all that she's doing and all those folks in the hospitals. Thank you for that, Cheryl. We'll offer our prayers. Oh, Ed's mom admitted to hospital in Florida Wednesday with chest pains. Yeah, it's so tough to contact her. Calls to the room go unanswered because of medication. Unable to take visitors at the hospital. Oh, it's just so difficult. So yes, Ed, prayers for your mom and for the whole family. Thank you for that, Ed. We'll pray for her. Lynn, missing her mom, Kay, and her stepmom, Betty. Thanks for that, Lynn. Remembering all those whose moms aren't physically with us. Jackie praying for her friend Dennis again. He just had a portion of his right lung removed due to cancer. Pray for the doctors and nurses and him during this trying time. Yes, thank you, God. And we continue to pray for Dennis. Thanks for that prayer, Jackie. Vesna is praying for teachers this week as we find out whether kids go back to school or not this year. Yeah, waiting to hear the news here in Ontario. And we are praying for teachers and those who have become teachers, all you parents out there who have done a little bit of homeschooling with your kids. Do we have any others? Julie Plata praying for all the Georgetown Hospital nurses and doctors, those who were there to take care of Lenore. Thanks for that prayer, Julie. Braden praying for his friend's aunt who is passing away, not doing well. Thank you, Braden. We'll remember your friend's aunt in our prayers. Wendy praying for her friend Jane, whose son died in January. Oh, thank you for that, Wendy, and Raymond will be praying for Jane. Lena, for your mom, Francesca in heaven. Yes, thank you for that, Lena, remembering all those moms in heaven. So many folks to pray for. As I said, we know that the prayers keep coming in, and we do review them through the week, so we will be offering prayers for all those folks. But let's, Abigail just sent in, praying for kids like yourself who are missing their friends. Yes, Abigail, that's a good prayer because we are missing all our friends, and we're praying that we'll be able to connect with them again. So now I'm going to offer a short prayer. Alan will play a little music in the background as we offer our prayers. Let us pray just now. God, we hear that beautiful music, the song, the prayer. We're thankful for the way music touches our hearts and touches our souls. And so today, God, we offer prayers for all those names that were listed there and all that we didn't mention aloud. And we ask and pray, oh God, that you be in and around and through all those situations as we remember mothers who are no longer with us and those who still walk this earth with us, as we think of folks who are recovering from surgeries, as we think of those folks going to work day in, day out in those difficult situations, all those folks working in hospitals and long-term care facilities. We offer our prayers for those who are who are our teachers and those who have become teachers in this difficult time. And like Abigail said, we're praying for our friends and those who are missing their friends. We're missing our friends and our families so much, oh God, and we look and long for that day when we'll be back together. So draw us closer together. If we can't do it physically, maybe over Zoom or Facebook Live or WhatsApp or whatever it might be. Draw us together and help us to be able to strengthen one another on our journey. We have so much to be thankful for, God, and today it is especially for those women, those female figures, those strong characters who have meant so much to us. We thank you for their love, for their life, for their influence, for the way that they have cared for us. We pray, oh God, you'll keep us all together in this COVID world. Keep us strong, keep us reaching out, and keep blessing us. We thank you, God, our Mother. We thank you. Bless us this day, we pray. Amen. Our closing hymn this morning uses the words of that 13th century mystic Julian of Norwich to celebrate God as mother of us all. The hymn is titled, Mothering God, You Gave Us Birth. I invite you to join together with the online choir as we sing this hymn. Friends, thank you for joining with us this Mother's Day. We'll see you next week. If you can believe it, it's the May long weekend next week. Let's hope it's a short weekend, maybe, because we've had so many long weekends. But now, mothering God, mothering Christ, mothering spirit. Go with the blessing of Mother God, and in the words of Julian of Norwich, all shall be well, and all shall be well, and all manner of things shall be well. Amen.
And I will raise you up on eagle's wings, bear you on the breath of dawn, make you to shine like the sun, and hold you in the palm of my hand. And I will raise